So I thought I'd actually just make a small video that actually shows just how good the Hypersmooth features of the GoPro Hero 8 are. Now this footage that you're looking at here was shot with a GoPro Hero 4 Black mounted on the left wing. Great camera, it was shot at 60 frames a second, but there's no built-in image stabilization. So you could see how bumpy it was just going across the runway, and now as we do a grass field takeoff, you can actually see how shaky the footage gets. Now, it's pretty unpleasant to look at, and as you can see, there is a lot of bump being felt there. It's weird, I actually prefer a grass field takeoff and landing to tarmac. I think it just feels smoother, but you can see a lot of that vibrations picked up by the camera. And it's not just from the grass, there's a lot of wash coming off the prop there on takeoff. There's also wind and air resistance that's, just kind of hammering the wings there. And as you can see at the edges of the image, it's still pretty shaky and, just not great to look at. Clear, fantastic, but just that shake makes it a bit unpleasant. So here we have the GoPro Hero 8, again shot at 60 frames per second, and this was mounted on the opposite wing during the same flight. As you can see, going across the tarmac runway there, it's smooth. And if you think that's impressive, just wait and you see what happens when we actually do get to the grass. Now, here we are on the grass when we have to power up, and this is the type of thing that creates a lot of prop wash while you're on this bumpy surface. And as you can see, the image is just smooth, really, really smooth. Now the image does look a bit lighter, and that's because I'd accidentally set the ISO a bit too high compared to my other camera. But as you can see, that image is just so smooth, it's unbelievable. I mean, this image stabilization, Hypersmooth as GoPro calls it, it borders on supernatural. But look how smooth that image is compared to the GoPro Hero 4. They're both sharp images, they're both very clean looking, but that built-in Hypersmooth is just absolutely fantastic. And none of this was post-production, this was done in camera. There's a side-by-side comparison just so you can see, how much bump and judder and shake the GoPro Hero 8's Hypersmooth is actually removing. And this also speeds up the video editing process, because with the GoPro Hero 4 footage, I'd have to run that through a warp stabilizer, crop out the edges of the footage as well to remove the very edge where it's going to shake the most. Yet with the GoPro Hero 8, I can just import this footage as is. It saves me rendering time, saves me having to adjust it, and it just speeds up the whole process. I do love filming with the GoPro Hero 4 Black for extended, time lapses and stuff, or anything that requires an extended battery pack, something that the GoPro Hero 8 doesn't currently offer. But for a go-to everyday shooter, I'll use the GoPro Hero 8 because it's just fantastic with that image stabilization. So, thanks for watching, folks. If you like what you saw, make sure you click like and subscribe, and thanks to MerryMunks for being a fantastic pilot for this flight.